right, babies, it's that time again. Oh, yeah. Woo! You gotta have fun, baby, because otherwise, it's just not worth it. You know, the body is decaying, the finances aren't where you want them, there's no relationship happening, the relationships you do have are dwindling. You have to make it happen, baby. So that's what this is all about. This is about me trying to help you make it happen. And if you have any ideas yourself, put them in the comments, baby. We want to learn from you. Oh, yeah. We're learners here. We're not burners. We're learners. Oh, yeah. So, what's today's lesson? Today's lesson is self-reflection. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, baby. I've been kind of focusing on that all the time, so it might not sound like a new topic, but I'm going to try to come at it in a slightly different way, like I do every day. Oh, yeah. That's what we do, because that's who we are. This dog will hunt. All right. There's my pep talk. And so I'm waiting on the Spirit of the Lord to give me my opening statement. And that is, all right, so just take my own situation as an example. I just got finished saying how I usually am self-reflective. That's what I do in these broadcasts. That's what I do during the day. That's how I start my day. That's how I end my day. I just try to stay in that self-reflective area, which is what I teach on all the time. So what's new about today's message? Because it should always be new, baby. If you have a relationship with God, you want evidence for it. And I'll tell you what the evidence is you are experiencing newness and inspiration and new levels of growth every day, if not every hour. Oh yeah, baby. And so, as I was thinking about this just before I flipped on the camera, I was thinking, all right, I'm always wanting other people to be more self-reflective because they look like their heads are firmly placed in some cavity that is unmentionable. And so, when we're faced with those kinds of things, it's often giving us an opportunity to see something in ourselves that we're missing. So it's like their lack of self-reflection should be my inspiration for my lack of self-reflection. So I have to ask myself, all right, Mr. Self-Reflection, what are you missing, baby? And I can't just say, oh, I'm not missing anything. I'm always self-reflective. Which is the way to be unteachable and unwilling to be vulnerable, because you don't want to say, oh my gosh, Mr. Self-Reflection is missing a piece of self-reflection. But I think that's where this needs to go. Because like, instead of saying we need to be more self-reflective, people get all defensive just hearing that. Like, who's this guy? Who's this guy saying I need to be more self-reflective? I'm as self-reflective as they come. So another way around it is for the communication to be, when I'm having difficulty, I use that as an opportunity to consider that I'm missing something. Some could be a small nuance, could be fine-tuning, or could be just, like Jesus says, a beam in your own eye while you're looking to get a speck out of someone else's. So for myself, I'm thinking, all right, what am I missing here? Because I shouldn't be this stressed. Because I am. I'm stressed out by this lack of self-reflection in my workplace. It just drives me crazy because it creates continued trauma on suicidal kids when the adults that are holding them accountable to certain behaviors are not doing what they're supposed to be doing. So then the communication is just talking about yourself, and hopefully that models to others what they could be doing themselves, instead of saying, we need to, and then they get defensive. So in this case, me right now, in my situation, what can I say to myself that will help me move out of this constant irritation and annoyance with other people's lack of self-reflection? And it's to focus on me instead of them. So, all right, what can I do to protect myself from the negative energy that comes from that kind of selfishness of just blaming others or just being unwilling to look at yourself? What can I do? I can nurture the fundamental principles of being a Christian. Being thankful, counting those blessings. That's right, name them. Continue to carry on the conversation with God. Like, Lord, what am I supposed to do with this? Something as simple as that. And then to be open for a response, not in an audible sense, but in a, the path gets laid out before you and you just step into it. And so it has to do with people are only doing what they know to do. And it's up to us to show a different way more than preach a different way. Now, you might say, well, people are not very self-reflective. How useful is it going to be for you to demonstrate self-reflection when their heads are somewhere else? And to that, I would just say, leave it in God's hands and let God put together opportunities for communication where the self-reflection you're nurturing with God bears fruit in improved communication with others. And sometimes it might be silence, sometimes it might be in praise, Sometimes it might be an instruction. Sometimes it might just be, well, this is what I'm dealing with, and just leave it alone and live your life with God and those who are paying attention. Oh yeah, baby.